right, so posterior chain. Why is the posterior chain important? Well, basically because we tax the anterior chain a lot in CrossFit by doing tons and tons of squats. So we really need to help balance out that stress by working the posterior chain as frequently or even more frequently than we do the anterior chain. And by posterior chain, we mean 3 big muscle groups: your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower back. So we're really going to focus on the hamstrings in this video and kind of show you a few different things to help balance you out and throw into your regular routine. So starting off, we've got the RDLs, or the Romanian style deadlift. This is also called a straight-legged deadlift, and it's really meant as more of an accessory movement to the regular deadlift and the squat. And it's also meant to really target the hamstrings, right? So when you're doing a Romanian deadlift, the main thing is just to keep your knees not locked out, but in a nice neutral, straighter position, right? So I like to just pick up the barbell like a regular deadlift on my first rep, and then I think about the movement more of a top-down motion. So making sure my back is nice and tight, hinging through the hips, never letting the bar get away from my legs, right? For people who don't have good hamstring flexibility, we're just going to be stopping where they feel like they're reaching with their upper back. But if you've got good hamstring flexibility and you can go all the way to the ground, that's where we want to get to, right? So a little bit slower on the way down. You can add a tempo to it, and then we want to add, explosiveness to those hamstrings and come up as quick as we can. Another one we could throw in there, which is very similar, except we're going to be loading from the top, is the good morning. The good morning, you can usually take it off a rack. That might be easier for some people, or you can just throw it up and over your head, right? High bar or low bar hold, it's up to you. But really the hips and legs are sitting in the same position as the Romanian deadlift. The knees are straight but not locked out. The back is nice and tight, and the movement is happening through the hips. That's our pivot point, right? The upper back acts as a lever here. Again, isolating the hamstrings. The goal is to get to about 90 degrees. Slow on the way down, fast on the way up. Okay, lastly, getting away from the barbell, we've got just a supine med ball hamstring curl. And with this, you're just going to lie down, putting the med ball here, right on the lower calf muscle or the Achilles ankle here. Heels right over the edge. Now, I'm going to squeeze my butt together, lift my hips up off the ground, keep them in that position. And I'm going to roll this thing as far as I can in and back out. Keeping my hips up, in and back out, in and back out. And with all these 3 movements, I would say anywhere from 8 to 12 reps will do you good, 3 sets. Again, add a tempo, make sure you're going slow on the way down, fast on the way up as you're extending and opening those hips. That's it.